Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3. In the last episode, we wrapped up the Leviathan DLC. We found out, basically, the origin of the Reapers and the cycle of extinctions and what the function of all of it is. With that out of the way, we are officially out of side content in this game entirely. It's time to just get on and do the main game. Except, there's a few more things I want to go over this episode, but don't worry, this episode we will be attacking the Cerberus base. But there's a couple of things I want to discuss. Things we're not going to be able to have access to. For example, if I bring up the Spectre shop here, there are 3 weapons which we will never be able to touch, because if you look, we have 83,000 credits, and these cost 200,000 or 2,500, like 250,000. With the Citadel DLC installed, maybe I could afford this much for these, but they're not amazing weapons. But we'll go through them in order and cross them off the visualizer as if I'd got them. So there's the Black Widow first off, which is an upgrade of the Widow, kind of. It's a different weapon, but it's basically a better version. It doesn't do as much damage as the Widow, it doesn't have the absurd damage, but it does have 3 shots per clip, as in 3 shots before reloading, which is perhaps a little bit better depending on what you want. The Wraith is just a very powerful shotgun. Again, it's more powerful than the basic Eviscerator shotgun, but it's also just got less ammo, both in the chamber and in reserve as a whole, so that's the kind of trade-off there. The Paladin is just really good. The Paladin is just an upgrade of the Carnifex heavy pistol, and it's just a very light and packs a lot of oomph. It's really good for kind of your engineers, your adepts, kind of very power-heavy classes who still want a weapon that can do some oomph, but don't want the recharge bonus that comes from taking heavier weapons. And there we have it. That should now be the weapons visualizer, basically crossed off. There's one more to get, and that's on the Cerberus headquarters mission. So, let's spend our money on some upgrades. So, I'll bring the Locust up to 5. I'll bring the Talon up to 5. You can tell which weapons I'm planning on using going forwards. I'll bring the Revenant up to 5. And I will bring the regular Widow up to 5. What's the Widow on? It's on 2. Just because these are all ones which are potentially useful for me and my allies, and it will be nice to have. Additionally, there's 2 more weapons I do want to show off, and I might as well just get a slightly upgraded version of here. There's the Argus and the Raider. I'll be showing those both off this episode. One final thing to do now on the ship. Let's head up to the medical bay. Oh, it's giving me a lot of upgrades in the bottom right there. And let's grab a bonus power. We unlock this one for beating Leviathan. Right down at the bottom here is Dominate. Disrupt the synaptic harmonies of an organic brain so it can't differentiate between friend and foe. A single affected target will fight on your side for a short time. Targets grow resistance to the power over time. This is bloody handy to actually have going forward. Take my word for it. So we're actually going to sync all our levels into that again. So as usual, the first 3 levels are, there's no choices, it just gets better at stuff. Then this level, we will have recharge speed, because it's really, I want duration. I want recharge speed, I'll talk about why that is later. We can make them do more damage, or we can actually damage them. This is really handy, because this basically means they'll fight on your side while they're dying, so you don't have to worry about when they turn again, they will just naturally tend to die. And equally, vulnerability takes a lot more sources, damage from a lot more sources, a lot more damage from various sources. There we go. Basically, the way I use Dominators, you take over someone in a bit of a messy fight, and they will fight on your side, but they will also be dying. They'll take more damage, and they're taking damage over time, so they'll just slowly die. So you don't have to worry about them, but then while they're dying, they'll be focusing on the enemy rather than on you, and kind of mixing things up a little bit, which is real handy. Right, let's head to the galaxy map. So, nice to show off here as well, as when we look at any of these systems that have Reapers in, 100%. Well, that one doesn't have a percentage, but wherever there's one, 100%. And obviously you'll have seen this, because you'll have seen that the search and rescue visualizer is all completed anyway last episode, but actually episode before last, but either way, it is still really nice to see. I don't know why that one's still flashing as if there's a new mission there. Clearly something's just bollocksed in it. But there we go, everything's on 100%. Now I just want to head back to the Citadel very quickly. So here at the docking area, we can speak quickly to Cortez.
Are you okay?
I've just been standing here, holding this for I don't know how long. He'll always be a part of me.
Your past is yours. No one can take that away.
I love you, but I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve.
Goodbye, Robert. I'm glad you came. I just need a few moments to myself.
with that, we have polished up basically everything we can do on the Citadel at this point. Which means there's one final thing to do. Back to the galaxy map again. And finally we have, at the Horsehead Nebula, assault the Elusive Men's base. Well, this, by the way, is why they call it the Horsehead Nebula, because it said that that looks like a horse's head, which I can see. But yes, over here at the Anadius system is a star that one might recognise from a lot of shots of the Elusive Man in Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3 actually, a couple of them. But here is Kronos Station. The M1A, or MIA, I don't know, red supergiant Anadius is a minor footnote of the star. Maps of the Horsehead Nebula is a minor footnote on the... The M1A red supergiant Anadius is a minor footnote on the star maps of the Horsehead Nebula, a cold, dying star of about 20 solar masses and about 1,500 times Sol's radius. Not listed on any charts, an unobtrusive space station is nearly imperceptible in the star's periodic bursts of solar output. EDI's advisory. The size and shape of the station suggest many ships could dock with it. Precise measurements would require active scans which could reveal the Normandy's presence. Given the stakes, this level of accuracy is not recommended.
Shepard, the intel you sent looks good. The fleets are ready to go.
But?
Once we're committed against Cerberus, it won't be long before the Reapers take notice.
And the Crucible?
Ready, except for the catalyst. But there's no way to hide the ships we'll be sending at Cerberus. Once we attack, the Crucible won't stay safe for long. For all intents and purposes, an assault on Cerberus will be the first stage of our attack on Earth.
What happens if Cerberus doesn't have the intel we need? Or they stop us from getting it?
Then we leave the fleets to Earth and we take our chances. But your intel points to Cerberus and the Elusive Man holding the information we're looking for. And we have the element of surprise. Cerberus won't know what hit him.
So, much like going to Ilos in Mass Effect 1 and launching the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2, this is Mass Effect 3's point of no return. Make sure you've done everything you want to do, because after this you will no longer have access to free roaming around the galaxy. Because this begins the end game. Let's roll.
The Reapers and Cerberus started this. Now we're gonna end it.
I'll get the fleets mobilized.
Shepard. Thought you might be up here. You know what the best part is about a battle that decides the whole fate of the galaxy?
Winning it?
I was thinking it's a good excuse to remind the ones you care about that... yeah, well, you care about them. Want some company?
You read my mind.
Guess I'm getting pretty good at this. But some more practice wouldn't hurt. Bad dream?
You ever get them?
I tend to expect the worst anyway, so dreaming about it is just a waste of good sleep.
What about now?
I'm expecting a tough fight. What's bothering you?
Can we ever be ready for a battle like this? Everything we've ever known. It's all hanging by a thread, Garrus.
Yeah, but the truth is, when hasn't it? Every fight we've ever seen could have been our last. Every bullet we've ever dodged could have been the one.
There have been a lot of bullets.
And this time around, they're just a little bigger.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
The strike team is in. We've got our foothold. Fifth Fleet, all forward. I don't want a single Cerberus ship in my sky when we're through.
Shepard, I should accompany you on this mission.
Why?
This is the central point of operations for Cerberus. They will have enhanced security measures. With my knowledge of Cerberus algorithms and this body's updated protocols, I offer the best chance to help you succeed.
Grab your gear.
So, as we saw there, of course, Edie has to come with us on this mission. But I will be taking, for personal reasons, of course, Garrus. If you are romancing anyone, I recommend taking with them on this mission because you'll get some unique dialogue you only get, basically, if you bring a boy/girlfriend along with you. Weapons-wise, we've got some new stuff to take for a spin, so I will be using the M55 Argus, and not the Scimitar, but in fact the AT-12 Raider. Yes, these together are really heavy and my power recharge speed will be crap. It's worth it, if only because I'll barely get another chance to show these off. Let's update these a little bit as well. I recommend putting a stability mod on the Argus. You'll see why. And let's go for the old extended barrel. It's actually got pretty decent ammo capacity as it stands. And then on this we will put the extended clip again. Actually, no, we'll put Smart Choke, and I think we'll also go for Shredder or High Caliber. Cool. Right, Garrus, want you on the Widow and the Revenant. And Edie, are you on the Locust? You should be. Yes, wonderful. Right, let's roll. I should probably go for top cryo damage combo or freeze chance. Let's go for combo because then, yeah, that means we can lay down some freezy fire on them and then other things can do more damage to them. ED actually is fine. I don't want anything else on her. Oh, yes, finally we get this. Concussive shot amplification, which is really useful. Basically, you use the active ammo type on it. So Garrus' default one is armor-piercing ammo, which means now concussive shot works really well against barriers and really well against armors, which is a really nice feature to have. Let's roll.
Joker, what's our status?
We've got a foothold, but it's not much, Commander. A lot of fighters guarding the launch base.
Can you get us in?
Hey, I got us to Ilos. I can do this. It might be a bumpy ride, though.
Do what you can.
Shepard, I am ready.
Wait, what? Are you crazy? You can't go to Cerberus headquarters. They could have a virus or a kill switch or...
I will be fine, Jeff.
Head to the shuttle, Edie.
Fifth Fleet's cut through their line. They're regrouping. Now's as good a time as any.
I know it hurts not being able to go with her.
Yeah, it sucks. Thanks for bringing that up. Hey, Shepard. Keep her safe.
Same to you. Everything okay, Cortez?
I'm fine. We have repairs to make here. Give Cerberus hell.
So, let's set up some weapons and stuff. First, I think I want... Because Cerberus tend to be shieldy pricks, I want both of my weapons on Disruptor ammo. Then you guys both on Overload, absolutely, because, again, Cerberus are shieldy pricks. And then we'll have Garrus on the Revenant. Suppressive fire is quite handy. So, let's talk first about the Argus. So the Argus fires in a 3-burst blast. It's quite thick. It's not as powerful as, like, say, the Saber or something like that. But there's a reason why I strongly recommended you put the stability upgrade on it. It has normally really bad muzzle climb over the 3 shots. The stability upgrade controls for that really nicely. We've also got Dominate to use. Let's take that for a spin. Is there someone who's nice and unshielded around? Oh, well, Edie's just hit him, so let's have him. So, he has been dominated now. He's white, which means he fights... Well, he seems to have fallen over, but there we go. Right, let's see if we can take this thing out safely from a distance. Oh, dude. Oh, did that kill... Oh, that absolutely didn't kill Edie. Nice thing about... oh, it did kill Edie. Nice thing about Atlas mechs is on account of them being fucking massive, you can pretty safely take them out from a real distance. Oh, but they've got a fucking nemesis up there. Ugh. Well, let's see. Let's test this out. Actually, yeah, right, I need to put armor piercing. Okay, it's on. Right, let's see if this will work then. Yeah, you can use concussive shot. Wow, we'll never know how much damage it's done because it threw up another fucking smoke stream. But even though the game tells you you can't, you can now use concussive shot against an armor target as long as Garrus has got armor piercing ammo, which is real nice. God, the amount of smoke they keep throwing is infuriating. I'd say in this level, yeah, my main trick is always just going to be. Let's dominate one of these guys. Dominating someone unshielded is always just a nice way of just keeping the fight messy, which works to my advantage. Right, I think we... Yep, that looks like we've got the mech. Wonderful. Right, I probably should heal up ED, but I haven't. But yeah, you can keep the fight messy. But here in this one, yeah, oh, fucking Christ. Be careful. Use kind of like suppressive fire and that sort of thing. Right, that's ED at least back up and running. And I'm going to switch now to the Raider. The Raider is a silly shotgun, and I kind of love it. It can fire 2 very powerful shots in extremely rapid succession. Observe. Did you catch that? It can down a lot of powerful enemies like in basically one. It's real nice, but it is absurdly close range. Like you can only use it when you're basically on top of them. So for me, with Infiltrator's Cloak, it's actually quite handy, and it's really good for like the Vanguard and characters like that. But for other ones, it can be real dangerous to use. I probably should have swatched to it before getting up here. Oh, don't vent the hangar bay. I'm in the hangar bay.
I need an active console. Try the upper level.
Edie, I've got a console. Go!
Hangar vent procedure. Disabled.
Can you open the hangar?
No. However, I can access their fighter launch controls. Shepard, Cerberus is aware that the venting attempt failed. Reinforcements are inbound.
By the way, that venting thing is absolutely real, by the way. You have about 80 seconds from when she first says it, and if you don't do that, yeah, you just get killed instantly. So you'll notice even over this distance, we are the... Oh, look, the Revenant just rinses through his shield. Oh, I'm just hoping that wouldn't hit me. Well, let's get in close. Yeah, the Raider is only really useful at this kind of range, but it does. And the nice thing is you can absolutely get off both shots while Infiltrator's Cloak is up. Which then means you get the benefit of Infiltrator's Cloak on first round, on both shots, which is great. Right, we'll wait for someone to come around the corner and then we'll try and get up real close and Raider them hard. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Oh, nice. And back down we go. Right, let's... Yep, overload some of these dudes. Fine, let's throw a sticky grenade in there. Why not? That's why I don't use sticky grenades. It didn't feckin' work even. Oh no, it did. Well, that was weird. Let's dominate the guy in the shield. Not the most use. Oh, the shield blocks dominate. Of course it does. We did a decent bit to that nemesis. We're going to try and sneak up to it with... Oh, see, dominate has got quite a long cooldown because you're supposed to, have a friend during that period. Well, we did enough splash damage there, I think. Right, let's go take out this Centurion that's crouched around here. Oh no, it's just a regular assault trooper. Well, he's going to have a bad time. Oh, yep, he's gone to sleep forever. Wonderful. with that, I think we're basically done. Oh, there's a bloody Centurion just sitting there. How did I walk past him without noticing? Oh well. There he goes. Yeah, the raid is a lot of fun. More fun, I think, than the Argus in a lot of ways. Right, let's spin around the fighter.
Overriding safeties. The fighter should now launch toward the hangar door.
Perfect. Let's get down there.
So we're basically just working our way around the top here, rotationally speaking. Because now we're at this bit. Is there anything through here? Oh, PDA. For money, which is weird because there's really not much left to buy in the game. I suppose I could technically be earning towards those final few weapons, because you can still have a chance to buy those weapons later on in the game, because you can buy stuff remotely from the Normandy. You don't actually have to go to the Citadel. But anyway, let's launch a fighter into the wall.
Launching fighter.
Impressive.
The central lab was located behind this hangar. I suggest we follow the fighter's path.
Noted. Let's move.
Intruder alert.
Oh, don't pull me out of cover, you little shit. Right, again, because they're such a big target, you can just shoot at the Atlases from miles away. Oh, there's a dude up there, let's have him. So, he's ours now. So he's going to actually then, once he lands, hopefully turn around and start shooting at the Atlas. Yeah. But you'll also notice he is dying, because oh, well, now he's dead. But he was dying anyway, because that's the nice thing that we have on Dominate, that once they Dominate, it deals a lot of damage to them, and they're very vulnerable. So it just means we get our own fun shock troopers occasionally. Yeah, the muzzle climb is pretty imperceptible on this with the full stability on it. It's quite nice. And yeah, just because of the size of the Atlases, you can just plug endless shots into the fog, and you know you're doing something to them, because they're just massive. There we go, taken out without being able to see the damn thing half the time.
That was the last Cerberus team in this area.
We've broken their front rank. Now we can cause some real damage.
I thought I could climb over that, but apparently not. Yes, the way to go on in this level is real obvious, because you just follow the fiery path that we launched with that fighter. By the way, don't fail to notice here. New weapons. There are still a few new weapons left to grab. Weapons and armor. There's no more upgrades. We've got all of them, but there's still some weapons and armor. There's the M37 Falcon, which I am actually going to equip at this point and change my loadout, because the Raider is a bit silly. So what I actually want is to put the new weapon on, the Falcon. The Falcon is unusual. It says it's an assault rifle, but it's... I mean, yes, it technically is an assault rifle, but it's a weird one. And then, oh, what do we want with it? What's the Raptor in a while? Javelin, oh, maybe very heavy. Incisor, as with the Widow. Let's go for the Raptor. I've missed nothing. Because we've got an assault rifle that isn't really an assault rifle. We might as well have a sniper rifle that isn't really a sniper rifle either.
Edie, can you get past it?
One moment. Cerberus has updated their encryption. There may be a slight delay as I bypass security.
How's Cerberus reacting to us breaching the door?
They are sealing off as much of the base as they can. Most obvious routes to the central lab are blocked. Other areas are being fortified. Heavy troopers will attempt to delay us while engineers set up turrets.
Any more surprises like venting the hangar?
No. I am aware of this facility's safeguards and can counteract them. Cerberus can merely slow us down.
And if I hadn't brought you along?
Cerberus would have vented the hangar.
Thanks for coming.
I am pleased to assist. We must proceed through a sub-level to avoid Cerberus containment measures.
Where do you think we'll find the Prothean VI?
A central lab at the heart of this facility. It is the most secure area. Following the destruction left by the fighter will offer the most direct route.
I do like the idea of just the most direct route is just follow the burning wreckage. And I've said it before, but Edie remains probably one of my favourite characters of Mass Effect 3 and 2, though especially her journey into Mass Effect 3 is great. We're seeing some wonderful, the real power of the Dominate ability there, that we've taken over your man, and, oh, well, he didn't last that long, but there we go. Fun fact, stuff like shields, doesn't matter, Dominate works through everything. And so it's really handy just to have someone in a fight, because chances are... Who's he targeting there? Oh, it was Garrus, oh shit. Oh, no, that was a Nemesis surrounding a shield breaker. Oop! And there we go. Broke my shields. Ugh. Right, let's talk briefly... Actually, no, let's not, because I want to take out the Nemesis first. Then we'll talk about the M37 Falcon. Oh, I haven't used the Raptor in a while, and I do enjoy it. Though it's very... My brain's expecting to use, you know, the Javelin or one of the kind of, like, hard hard, slow sniper rifles, not the fast one like this, but it is handy to just be able to get those headshots in repeatedly, as long as you're actually good enough for the game to do it, which is variable for me. Let's burn that guy, why not? And, oh, cool down, forgot about that. Oh, but he burned to death anyway, wonderful. Right, so, it's technically classed as an assault rifle, but you'll notice the Falcon is absolutely a grenade launcher. It's a grenade launcher, don't worry, don't get me wrong, on which you can put ammo powers and stuff like that. Like, it's not a heavy weapon anyway. But it fires kind of one-off shots. Like, you can only fire one at a time, and it goes clunk with each one and fires what is clearly an explosive shot. Ah, you feck. I think I must have got him. It's got a lot of oomph. I do deeply enjoy it.
That was ugly. They're wasting a lot of troops trying to stop us.
Their intention is to delay us, not stop us. Engineers are currently preparing an organized defense ahead.
They can waste that many troops?
Yes. Cerberus employs Reaper augmentation on captured civilians to create functional shock troops quickly.
Just like the Reapers did with the Collectors, turning victims into shock troops.
Yes.
Fun! Cerberus are a lot of good at the moment, obviously. Anyway, I think we'll hold it there. It's probably been a bit of a longer episode, but I feel like I end every episode with that. But it's true. It's probably been close to half an hour, but there was no really good point to stop before then. Hey, credits. That'll be great for the nothing left that I can buy in the game. But either way, yes, we've come here to Cronus Station, the Cerberus headquarters, and next episode we'll be driving in to the heart to try and find the secure lab where the Prothean VI is, and learning some important backstory along the way. If you're interested in that, then I hope you'll join me next time. Thank you very much, and good day.